Let's talk about triggers and what you can do about them. Now, if you're wondering, what do you mean what I can do about them? They just happen. I can't help myself. I do what I do and that's what I do. Well, let me tell you a little bit about triggers. First off, triggers are not just for trauma. Triggers can be anything. So basically, what it comes down to is whenever we experience anything in life, we experience it with all of our senses. And that means stuff is remembered through each one individually and then combined together. And it'll make more sense in a second. So, also, when we experience something that is a strong emotion, a strong experience, it's time stamped in our bodies. And so what happens is now it's important and it's going to stay in us as a memory. Now, what happens over time is, and I'll use a fun trigger. If you've ever gotten any kind of popsicle or anything from the ice cream truck, you hear that song, you smile. Why? Because you associate that sound with treats, that ice cream cone, the ice cream on a stick, whatever it was that you got from the ice cream truck. That is something that you remember. So you don't even need to go, what does that mean? It was such a strong experience for you that your body already has you down. Just me mentioning the ice cream truck song or even ice cream truck, most likely you saw an ice cream truck, you heard the exact melody, you're seeing in your mind the treats that you got. You might even be smelling the desserts that you had. Also, you might be getting goosebumps because it's such a great feeling for you. You might even feel your mouths watering because it was so tasty. Have you noticed that I just mentioned different senses? You might even smell the treat or smell the grass from when you had that treat back in the day. And because of that, now you're thinking about all these memories and these songs and these people and these sayings and all this stuff is coming boom, bam, boom, bam. That's how triggers work. A lot of times people automatically attach it to trauma because someone yells, you automatically either shut down or you get into defense mode, you yell back, you fight, and all these different things. But triggers are all about strong experiences that have been rubber stamped in your body. And so over time, you're not going to remember, and I'll use the ice cream truck again. And over time, you won't even remember the ice cream truck, but you can smell something and it'll take you there. You can eat something. Oh, this is just like you spend time with certain people. Remember when? And it's like, oh, and just like you're excited, there are those triggers that pull out other emotions, sadness, anger, regret. And the thing is, triggers can come without a warning sometimes, and other times you get a warning. And also, if you work through your triggers, some of them are going to stay forever, and other ones you might be able to greatly reduce it or completely eliminate it. And even the ones that stay forever, through working through your triggers, you have a strong possibility of reducing the impact of those triggers. It takes time, pieces, and patience. And so when we're dealing with triggers, it's important for us to get an understanding of what leads up to that trigger. Maybe it's a particular song. And so let's put grief into the picture now. You're grieving over a loss. It could be a person, natural disaster, job, relationship, a toy, whatever your strong loss is, it is now imprinted into your system. And it can pop out and say hello at any time because, again, what you experience was saved through all of your senses and is in you. And so you might hear something, hear a song or a movie, or hear the person's name. And all of a sudden, here comes the sadness. Here come the tears. Here comes the brick wall you're shutting down. And the thing is, sometimes you don't even know it's happening. You could be at work and bam, here it comes. And it could lead to you feeling nervous, concerned, or even scared to go back to work or be around other people if you just bust out into tears or you get real angry or you shut down. And so what you can do is think about what happened before those emotions came out, before those words came out. And that way you can start to say, you know what? See that song? I can't listen to that right now. I can't talk to you right now. I can't go to that store right now. I can't go down that street right now. I can't wear those clothes right now. I can't look at that picture right now. I can't look at that video of us right now. I can't see anything tied to my loss right now. Why? Because it's all going to come out. And because I don't know what that is, I'm going to try to escape it. And that's where we need to be careful. Be careful of what you do because you are triggered. This is where people end up drinking alcohol a lot, doing drugs, whether it's prescribed or illegal drugs. You have people who will end up sleeping a lot, getting into video games. If you're like, how? It's video games. Like, what are you talking about? If you've ever played a game where you went 8 hours straight and you were not tired, you were not hungry, you did not go to the bathroom, you did not take a break, you were just in that game, that's a problem. It's an escape. And the reason we go for escape is because the grief is too much. We will spend our feelings. We might buy all these different things. We don't even need them. We just got to go shop because makes us feel good right quick. We might even overeat, or not eat enough. Why? Because it's too much. And so that's why it's important for us to break up our triggers into different categories. I say mild, medium, and major. Mild are the things that you can work through rather quickly, and then you can come out on the other side and you're like, okay, cool. Medium means sometimes you can work through it, other times you can't, but it takes a little more time, regardless of if you can work through it or not. Major, that is something I do not recommend you tackling in one sitting. Please don't do that. It will not end well for you or anyone else around you. And so what you can do for major is break it up into smaller pieces so that you can get a better understanding of what's happening. And once you're able to break it down, then you can find a place that is peaceful. Some people have sticky notes or positive quotes or just a space that's not your bed, your car, or any place that you like to have fun. You pick a space where you can just sit and see where your thoughts and your feelings take you, but only for a little bit. Why? Because if you're not careful, you can get caught up and now you're triggered and you're holding on for dear life. So what you can do is when you're able to stop yourself, like, oh, that's enough, that's when you stop. You don't say, I can push faster, I can push further, I can go. No. You do a little bit, you get up, you do something fun, you get up, You think about what you were processing, you get up, you go on about your day. Why? You need to process in pieces and move around. You need to train your body to shift gears. Eventually, you'll be able to do that in one sitting. But right now, don't do it. And as always, when you are processing your triggers, make sure you have the energy to do it. If you don't have the energy, please don't do it. You might scare yourself with all the overwhelming thoughts and feelings that could pop out and say hello. So you want to make sure you're doing stuff that's fun and relaxing, whatever that is that may be healthy for you, whether it's journaling, drawing, doing arts and crafts, looking at the clouds, watching a movie, listening to the same song on repeat, whatever the case may be. You need to get your energy up so you can process in pieces, and then you can address those triggers. Because once you're able to face those triggers, now you have resilience. And that resilience allows you to face what it is that is bothering you. And that's how over time, you have a strong possibility of working through that, eliminating it, greatly reducing it. But either way, you're pushing through. And again, hopefully you can break through that grief wall and come out on the other side. I say hopefully, I say possibly, because everybody's different. And it's important for us to give ourselves time to process, time to work through. It might take longer for you than someone else. That's okay. The purpose is for you to work through your triggers. Because if you don't work through your triggers, they will be popping out and saying hello at times where you don't want them to pop out. And they can be so strong that it can stop you from doing the things that you want to do. So like I said, triggers, they can be great and not so great. But at the end of the day, we need to understand what our triggers are so we can work through them so that we are not making other people pay for our triggers. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.